Today we don't have just one box, we have two boxes. Let's open them up and see what's inside. So first box is we're gonna start with a smaller box. First box is going to be a banana yellow belly pied het clown. And I talked about this girl not that long ago, and I talked about how she was, I think, 3 years old almost, and she's still only 900 grams, or maybe 2 years old and 900 grams, something like that. And I just want to say that the person that I got the snake from was not the original owner, so he got it secondhand, and she was already small when he got her, and essentially that's why she's still 900 grams. So from what he told me, he's only had her for about, I think, 3 or 4 months, and therefore that's partially the reason why she's still only 900 grams. He hasn't had a lot of time with her, and I don't know exactly how much she weighed whenever he got her, but I know that she is obviously small for her size. So she is 900 grams. Last he checked anyways. And yeah, so let's see what we got here. I will be sexing this girl too, since we just want to confirm that she's a female. There we go. Banana yellow belly pied het clown. She might be closer to 1,000 grams, actually. So she is actually 955 grams. I just checked it. And the next thing I'll do, I think I have it in there. The next thing I'll do is I'll sex the female and make sure she's actually a female, because that's the first thing you want to check nowadays. Is people sell you bad genetics, they sell you bad sexes, and everybody's just scamming now for some reason. So we're gonna check, make sure that she is a female also. Here we got the probe. I usually get it wet a little bit to lube it up. I don't want to stick it in there dry, so lube it up a little bit. Some people use like Aquaphor petroleum jelly and they just dip it in there. I don't really see the point in doing that because water alone is a good lube. So let's check. Female. Cool. Everything is right with the world when you get a snake and it's exactly as described. Obviously, we're going to have to check. I'm not going to shed test her for het clown because she should be het clown based off the genetics. So I'm not going to double check by shed testing and wasting my money on it. So hopefully when I pair her to the banana inchy pastel clown het pied, I get some pieds and I get some clowns and I get some clown pieds. She is almost 1,000 grams, so it'll probably be next season, or we'll see how she's developing her follicles, maybe the end of this season. Me and a friend, we actually went and got an ultrasound machine. He paid most of it. He wanted it, so I told him he could get it, and I'll pay him to use it. So that's essentially what we're gonna do. And I told him if he ever wanted to sell it, obviously I'd buy it from him. But yeah, so he got an ultrasound machine. We're gonna check the most of these snakes as well as his snakes, and we're gonna see which one of these females is ready to be paired. Because honestly, with the way I've been doing it, is I just wait for them to sit on the cool side for several days, and I'll start throwing a male in there. And essentially that's what I've been doing with all these females. And it's been working out pretty fine in my opinion, because I have one female that just had her prelay shed, 2 females that just had her prelay shed, 1 female that's going into ovulation or going into the prelay shed. She just ovulated. I have another female over here that's ovulating right now as we speak. This one is due to have her ovulation shed here soon. She just took a rat probably this past weekend. So that should have been her last meal. She's had 5 locks already. Usually around 5 locks, typically whenever they go into their ovulation shed. As you can see, this one, she's only had 3 locks and she went into an ovulation shed. So essentially, it's really just based off the female and based on when you start pairing them. But there are several snakes on here. I already have had 3 snakes that wow, can't get the word out. I have 3 females already that have reabsorbed. One of the females that reabsorbed was the same female that reabsorbed last year. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. She's just, I'm not doing it. It's been the same thing 2 years in a row. She's been of size. She's just not, I don't know. This year, so last year she probably got 3 or 4 locks in and then she reabsorbed. This year she went up to 6 locks and then reabsorb. Like, that's why you should have already been, you know, ovulating by that point, but she reabsorbs. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with her. I might just sell her because she's taking up space and she's not really, I hate to say it, but she's not doing much as far as breeding. And she was one of my first snakes, so it kind of does suck to do it, but that's just the way it's been. And I'll make a video on updates and stuff like that on where my season's at so far. I have had a lot of bearded dragon clutches get laid, and I've been posting a couple videos of that. And I am due to have my first 2 ball python clutches around the same day, because both of these girls here, they had their pre-lay shed on the 21st of February. I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, but essentially they should have their eggs, you know, March 21st to about, you know, mid-April or so is usually when they'll lay. But Banana, Yellow Belly, Pied, Het Clown, I already have her tub ready, so I'm gonna go put her in it. Almost 1,000 grams. So after this video's up, I'll scan my Husbandry Pro QR code, and I'll put 955 grams in there, and I'll obviously put her location in and make sure that she's in the right location. Now I have another box. Let's go check that box. So this next box is actually 3 snakes that I got, and just a little, you know, preliminary information there. I actually bought these snakes via auction. So they were on auction on Morph Market. I started bidding. It was probably like 10 o'clock at night, and I kept bidding. Somebody kept adding $5 every time the timer got down to like 30 seconds, and it restarted the 5-minute timer. And I'm like, come on, dude. So essentially it went like that for like an hour after that. So it was supposed to be over like at 9 or something like that, and it was over around 10 because of that guy or woman, you know, doing that $5 increment. It just made me mad. I'm like, if you're only going to bid $5 to add 5 minutes, it kind of just it's not worth it. It's not worth it at that point. But I ended up getting these 3 snakes, and they're all supposedly Het Puzzle. And well, actually one of them is 66% Het Puzzle. The other one is, I'll just show you. You know what? Let's just show you. So I don't know which one this is, so we're going to open it up. It smells like poop. I mean, somebody pooped in here. And I've heard that the puzzle snakes are usually pretty aggressive. So let's hope that's not the case when we open up this bag here. So she was staring right at me. This is not, I think this is the female Pastel. Smells like poop. I don't want to stick my hand in there and touch poop. Let's see. So here you have it. It's this looks like the puzzle. This looks like the puzzle, but it's a pastel puzzle, and I thought there would be more puzzle markings, but you can see it on the eye stripes and the head and all that. This is the puzzle. At least let's hope this is the case. Yeah, there's not a lot of that jigsaw look that you see in puzzles. I'm not sure what's the deal there. Let's text, because the puzzle was supposed to be a male. It's a pastel puzzle, 66% or pastel puzzle 50% het albino, 50% het caramel albino. I don't care too much about the caramel albino stuff, so essentially I'm gonna only shed test for the albino. And let's go ahead and check the gender. Yeah, this is the male. Yeah, it's the puzzle male with barely any puzzle look to it. That's strange. It's really strange. Yeah. Super strange, but it is what it is. Puzzle. I don't know. Has the puzzle head, but it doesn't have the puzzle look. Kind of disappointed, but the pictures on the auction weren't like too clear. They kind of coiled up and stuff. So I saw puzzle and I was like, I don't have any puzzle, and I would like to have puzzle just to see what it's like, to work with. And that's essentially what I got. It's a puzzle, pastel puzzle, possible het albino, possible het caramel albino. And then now let's go look at the females. I'm kind of disappointed in that puzzle's look. No wonder we're being auctioned. That puzzle has barely any puzzle look to them. But as far as for me, the only thing that matters, not too much the look. Obviously, I would prefer something that looks more like a puzzle than that. But if the genetics are true and that is a visual puzzle, which based off the head, it looks like a visual puzzle. So, I mean, it's fine. For what I paid for 3 snakes to get into the puzzle game, it's fine. The crazy thing is, this snake looks more like a puzzle than that snake. This is a super pastel, which already has that weird eye stripe look. Super pastel. It looks more like a puzzle than the puzzle. The super pastel is supposed to be het puzzle. Came from a puzzle to a het puzzle. So is there a chance? Probably not. No, this is not a puzzle. But let's check, make sure it's a female. She ain't cooperating. Female, super pastel het puzzle. Yeah, the other one looks like not a puzzle. Like that's kind of blowing my mind. But it's a male because I checked it. I probed it. It's a male. So there is another snake that I'm supposed to get that's not a visual puzzle. So maybe they sent me a male pastel possible het puzzle instead of a pastel puzzle. I don't know. We're about to find out. So this one should be a pastel female possible het puzzle. So let's see. All right. So this is the puzzle. I knew the other one didn't look like a puzzle. This is the puzzle. So that means the other one is a pastel possible het puzzle male that they sent me instead of a female. So what the heck? This is a puzzle. This is what a puzzle's supposed to look like. Weird, wacky pattern. That's a puzzle. Stay over there. So based off the head stamp on that pastel, I'm thinking that it's also a het puzzle, not a possible het puzzle. And essentially, that's why I had that head stamp. But the reason being why it's a male instead of a female, we're going to have to figure that out. This guy has sperm plugs already. So I'm going to weigh him real quick because he almost looks like he's ready to breed already. So I'm going to weigh him. All right, so I put that puzzle male up and I grabbed the pastel again just to double check because it doesn't hurt to double check the sexes sometimes. So just to double check, that one's definitely a male. Let's double check. This is a male too. So a pastel possible het puzzle, which based off the head stamp, it's more than likely het puzzle, and it's a male. So they sent me a male instead of a female. That's a problem. We don't like that. So I'm gonna have to obviously go back to the person that sold them to me and say, hey, you sent me a male instead of a female, and we're gonna have to figure it out. But pastel possible het puzzle, but based off the head stamp, I'm leaning towards het puzzle, possible het albino, and not a female. So yeah, there we go. Problem solved. Maybe it'll be solved hopefully today, and maybe they'll ask to send this one back, and they'll send me the right one. But yeah, pastel male possible het puzzle instead of a pastel female. And this is why you check everything as soon as you get it, because usually people want you to complain to them within the first few hours of having the snakes. And essentially, that is why we have a problem today. And we're going to have to get this fixed. So, yeah, this is definitely a male. I mean, I don't know how many times you can check the same snake, hoping that it's a female. This is definitely a male. That Pastel Puzzle is 398 grams, so he's ready to breed. I'll probably give him the end of the season. He'll probably be locking up with some females that are, if I have females that are ready, I might have some some Xanthic, maybe some Desert Ghost females that I can pair to him. I'm already in the process of getting that done. See, I don't want to give too much away, but essentially what I wanted to do with the Pastel Puzzle was pair him to some double het Desert Ghost Xanthics and just shed test for the Desert Ghost and Xanthic hets. And I also had that plan for the Tri-Stripe. So I'm essentially working the Tri-Stripe and the Puzzle into the same projects with their own, obviously, their own recessive being Puzzle or Tri-Stripe. Tri-Stripe and Puzzle are honestly, to me, very similar, where Tri-Stripe obviously makes it more smooth, more consistent striping all the way across the back, versus Puzzle is so wacky and so you'll never get the same snake twice type of ordeal. So it's kind of like the same wackiness level, but on different spectrums of consistency versus inconsistent. So I don't know. I like it so far. Let me check on him again. Pretty nice guy. Super wacky pattern. That is Puzzle. I mean, he's ready to breed. I mean, he's 400 grams already with sperm plug. So essentially, he should be ready to breed here soon. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to find some het Puzzle females for him. Maybe some OD, some Calico, something like that. We'll see what I can find. I didn't know how big he was because it didn't say in the listing. So I thought he was just a hatchling. But no, this is a sub-adult male. So super nice. Put me ahead probably an extra few months, technically. So. And he's not aggressive like I thought. You know, some people said, oh, the puzzles are mean. And I said, no way, ain't no way. But my tri-stripe male is an ass, man. So, I don't know. Super nice. Pastel Puzzle. And now I'll have to go message the other person to figure out what's going on. If you made this far into the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that I put out in the future. As always, peace.